The first time I made this lasagna was after my mom died 12 years ago. She had a 2-year-long battle with colon cancer. She spent 3 very long months in hospice care. She was only 58. For the 2 years that she was sick, taking care of her was my purpose. But after she died, there were no more appointments, no more problems to solve, no more drugs to manage, no funerals to plan, no Green River Hospital parking receipts to collect. I had no mom. And grief after a long and painful death is complicated. You're relieved they're no longer in pain, you're heartbroken that they're gone, and suddenly you're the priority after losing yourself to care for somebody else. But who are you without them? In the days, months, and years after my mom died, I found my purpose again by cooking. I cooked for our family, I cooked for my friends, I cooked for myself, and I cooked when nobody wanted to eat anymore. But we still ate. My mom died when I was 25, and since then I've had more friends lose parents than I care to count, all of them at too young of an age. And when you're young, your 50s feel like they're far away. But I'm 37 now, and my 50s feel like I'll still have my whole life ahead of me. But one day, I won't. So now I make this same lasagna when someone close to me loses someone close to them. I call it the Lasagna of Sadness. It takes a very long time to make, and I use that time as a meditation, a way to reflect on my own experience with loss. I reflect on my relationship with my friend, my relationship with my mom, and my relationship with my grief. Because as much as time heals you, sharing in someone else's grief transports you back to that place. So I think about what I wish someone had told me back then, so I can say that to my friends. For long illnesses like cancer, there's a conflicting set of emotions you're going to feel. Because there's grief, there's loss, and then there's relief. And then you feel guilty for feeling relieved, even though that means they're no longer in pain and you're no longer waiting for death. The first year after losing somebody is impossibly hard, because now there's a first everything where an empty chair is present. Losing a parent, even one with a very complicated relationship, doesn't become anything less than impossible for about 5 years. Eventually, you can tell stories about them without tearing up. Eventually, you get enough distance that you can focus on the nice memories instead of all of your unresolved issues. The hard part is that you are still here, and you need to make yourself a priority after putting somebody else before you for such a long time. You have to fight to let go of the guilt for caring about yourself, even though that's what they would have wanted for you. You need to learn to live your life for you again. And you can't possibly feel all these things at once and still cook for yourself. So I made this for you. It's a lasagna of sadness. It's really good. I hope it makes you feel better. I hope it gives you some space from your loss. I hope it helps you make some space for yourself again, one bite at a time. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. If you do want to make this lasagna for someone in your life, and you can make it for happy occasions too, I have the full set of recipes available on my website at probablyweresharing.com. There's a traditional version, there's an extremely delicious vegan version, there is a larger version of the story available on Substack, and if you'd like to see the essay and recipes together, I've turned this into a printed book. I wrote it, I designed it, I took all the photographs, and I self-published it on Amazon. So you can grab a copy. It's a 50-page paperback book, and that's something available to you if you're interested, but the recipes are fully free on my website.